Stampers! Today we're going to make this card, and it's an Easel card. It sits up like this. I don't know if you can see it from the video, but it sits up from the side like this. Okay, so let me go ahead and tell you the pieces you're going to need. Okay, so we're going to use the Very Vanilla, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. The Early Espresso, this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then 2 pieces of the designer paper, and this is the spice cake. This piece is cut at 3 by 3 3/4. And this piece is cut at 2 1/8 by 3 3/4. And then for the center of the card, the Early Espresso is cut at 2 5/8 by 3 7/8. And then the Very Vanilla is cut at 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. So it's going to layer like that. And then for the inside, the Pool Party is cut at 1 1/2 by 3 5/8. The Early Espresso is cut at 1 1/8 by 3 3/8. And the Very Vanilla is cut at 1 by 3 1/4. It's going to layer like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and score the Very Vanilla. Okay, so you're going to take your Very Vanilla and you're going to score this at 2 inches. And then score it in half at 5 1/2. Okay, so then you're just going to go ahead and fold your score lines. Okay, so this is the base of the card. This is how it's going to sit up on your card like this from the side. Okay, so now we're going to take our designer paper, the spice cake, and we're going to layer it onto the Early Espresso. Like that. Okay, then we're just going to go ahead and stamp our images. We're going to use the center layer, the Very Vanilla, and the Early Espresso. We're going to use the Very Vanilla. And the stamp sets we're going to use is the Petite Pears. Looks like that. And then the Gently Falling. We're going to use these 2 leaves and then the Acorn. Okay, we're going to use the Early Espresso, Classic Ink, and the More Mustard. And I have the leaves already on my blocks. And I'm going to use the Stampin'Up jig just so that I can center the leaf pretty much in the center of that Very Vanilla. So I'm just going to take my Stampin'Up jig, line it up with my vellum. I'm going to take the outline stamp of the leaf, stamp that straight down. Okay, on my sample here, I went ahead and stamped the inside of the back image with the More Mustard, but I'm going to leave this one blank. So I'm just going to do the outline. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp another piece of the Very Vanilla with the leaf. And then I'm going to take the solid image with the More Mustard and stamp that. Okay. And then I'm going to take the small piece of the Very Vanilla for the inside, and I'm going to stamp the Acorn. So I have both of those images right here. So I'm going to stamp the outline in the Early Espresso right along the edge. And then stamp the inside with the More Mustard. Okay, then I have the greetings. I'm going to stamp the Sending Many Thanks on the front, the very bottom. Okay, so I have the 2 images stamped with the greetings. Now I'm going to take the 1 1/4 square punch, and I'm going to punch the leaf out that I stamped separate from the image on the main part of the card. I'm just going to kind of center that. And then I'm going to take the 1 3/4 square punch and punch out Early Espresso. I'm going to layer these 2 pieces together. And I'm just going to go ahead and pop this up on a dimensional. And you're going to center this over top of that leaf on the main part of the card, like that. Isn't that cute? And we're going to go ahead and layer this onto the Early Espresso. I'm going to put some adhesive on the back side because I'm going to take the Pool Party ruffled ribbon And this is about 4.5 inches long. I'm just going to wrap that around a bit above that greeting, like that. And then I went ahead and already made a bow with the same ribbon with the pool party. And I'm going to take a mini glue dot on the back of the bow. I'm just going to position this right over that ribbon. I'm going to trim the tails off. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back side of this. Okay. Then for the front of the card, I'm going to take the layer and I'm just going to put this right along the bottom of the adhesive. You don't want to go along the whole back. You just want to do the bottom because it's going to sit right here on this folded part. Just like that. And then take the center part of your image. And I'm using the center part of the designer paper where it connects together. I'm going to use that for the guide for the center of the ribbon. Just like that. Cute. And then take the rest of my layers for the inside. Layer these together. Okay, so I'm going to take the 1 1/16 handheld punch. I'm going to punch 2 holes on the side. Take the mini brads in the silver. These are so cute. Add 2 brads. Then I'm going to pop this up on a dimensional. Actually, I'm going to put 2 dimensionals. I'm just going to put this on the inside of the card. So you might want to kind of run a test draw here to see where you want your card to sit. I think right there is pretty good. So then there's your card, and it folds flat. Isn't that cute? And then you just set it up like this, so it looks like this from the side. Cute. Love it. Alright, so that's it. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later.